afternoon. Greetings and felicitations. I'm Uncle Keith, and this is my Decision Time podcast. It is covering my journey, my cancer journey. And today we're going to talk about something that's a concern to, well, all of us patients, and that is side effects. Now, I'm very lucky. I'll tell you that now. My side effects have not been that severe. They've been influential, but not severe. But what could happen is a lot worse than I have experienced. So what I'm going to do is just talk about mine. And I will invite one of you, perhaps, to come on who's maybe had more serious side effects so that we can talk about your side effects. Because there's no point me talking about something I don't know anything about. So I'm only going to talk about what happens in my life. And that's why this is all about my journey through the cancer treatment and hopefully its cure. So, what is the effects that I've had? Well, it's only my second treatment, but to explain, I have 3 different drugs each time I have a treatment, and it's every 2 weeks. So basically, we're sort of like, well, I suppose we're what are we? 3 weeks, 3 weeks down the road from my first treatment, and next Tuesday is my next treatment. So what has been happening? Well, let's cover the first treatment first. I made a mistake. I misunderstood. It's my fault, not my team. I misunderstood when I was supposed to be taking one of the drugs, which is dexamethasone. Okay, I'm sorry about. I'm not very good at pronouncing the medical medicines themselves, but essentially, I didn't realise that they were for my next session. The 3, one before, some before, during, and after. So I took them after the last treatment, and as a consequence, I thought I had severe problems with sleep and constipation and various things like that. But it turns out it happened on the second one as well. So the side effects I am experiencing relate to constipation and disturbance of my sleep pattern. And that is all that I do, but the consequence of that is that it just rips away from me every single bit of energy that I've got. I have never, ever experienced the level of weariness when I haven't done anything. You expect the weariness I've been suffering from to happen when you're just, doing something, you've been for a marathon run or whatever. But no, this is as a consequence of the drugs that I've had, right? Now, I don't know, and it doesn't really matter which one caused it, but it literally doesn't matter to me which one caused it, because I'm going to keep taking whatever they give me. But I will talk to them on my pre-chemo meeting next time about what I'm experiencing and asking if there is some change that could maybe improve that situation. But I am going to point out, I sort of said I don't want to reduce the protection I'm getting. I just want to be able to do things, because it really is horrible. Okay, so I wake up almost every hour. So I'm not getting my REM sleep, which is what makes me exceedingly tired. And I'm waking up with a headache. And that tells me I'm not getting enough. Because I remember I suffer from sleep apnea, and I was talking to the consultant who really, to be honest, was not exactly caring about me. He didn't want to hear anything about me, didn't want to know about what I was doing and anything like that. So, yeah, he just basically looked at the results, even though those results were twisted and out of sync with my normal life, because at the time I was working often at that time, almost through the night. So I only had 2 hours sleep that night. And so consequently, I'm going to have a lot of problems with that sleep when I do that. Anyway, I spoke to my doctor, and my GP said, well, tell me, do you wake up with a headache? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, that tells me everything I need to know. I said, what? Well, the fact that you don't even know what it is means that you're not suffering from it, and therefore you don't have any problems. Oh, right. So when I get headaches in the morning, it's because maybe I haven't had enough sleep. And yes. Oh, got it now. Right. It's amazing when a doctor can just break things down to very, very simple things. I can understand it. And it's very simple. So I know that this current situation is caused primarily because of the lack of sleep, but I have a feeling that the constipation and what happens is the constipation turns into diarrhea, which really does hurt and give me pains in the stomach, the lower stomach, actually probably around the colon area. So it really is quite painful for me, and a great deal of discomfort because of the constipation. So that affects it. My taste is gone to pot. I've got acidic taste in my mouth all the time. So all of these things, when you look it up, you'll suddenly say, right, yeah, they are part of the asylum. Right, including these hiccups that because of what's happening. So I'm finding that on occasions, you eat, and because mine is was discovered as a swallowing problem, sometimes something comes back up, right? Not often. I don't suffer from acid reflux, but I do suffer from blockage, which then, the air burps. So in fact, I refer to myself as living with burps. And that is what the title I've decided to do about writing a book about my cancer journey. And that is called Living with Burps. Because I do that all the time. Now, I know it's part of my condition, so my family accept it, but I also know that prior to this, they would not have liked it. So it's wonderful how they're reacting, and I just love it. Okay, so they have been very good for me. Now, I can't change what's happening. I don't know what I can do. But what I will do, right, is I'll talk to them on the pre-chemo checkup. And they take my bloods, they ask me all sorts of questions, take my weight. Actually, they take my height as well. And I'm thinking, my height's not going to change in 2 weeks. But, I just do as they say. They tend to ask the same question. So, are you allergic to anything? Well, I haven't changed since 2 weeks ago. But it's to make certain they are talking to the right person. And I don't care how many times they ask me a question if it makes certain that they are dealing with me correctly. So, no problems. But I'll tell you, it can be amusing, right? And also, I have to obviously have my dressing changed over this pick. And the last time I had it doing it, the wonderful Mandy decided she was going to have fun. And I was complaining that he was pulling my hairs and going, ow! And she says, shut up and stop trying to take away my fun. And she basically was enjoying torturing me. Mandy is one of those people that you can have a laugh and a giggle with, and we do a lot. So yeah, I had no problems with her responses. It was wonderful and made it nice. And she did actually make damn certain that this is no. Hang on, let's get this here. You might be able to see just underneath here the scars from previous things. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah. And she moved it up so that she's actually very caring. She's a lovely girl. So I love the fact of working with all of the staff in my local hospital, the William Harvey Hospital in Ashford, Kent, England. UK, Great Britain, whatever you want to call it. So she's amazing, and I am really happy. And hopefully, when I probably speak to Susanna next time, and we'll see if there's anything they can do to help me. So, if you have more severe side effects, because obviously it doesn't matter if I lose my hair, although Susanna did sort of get back at me and said she just went, and I went, oh, my beard. So yeah, it happens. I shall see you on the next one. But don't forget, follow, subscribe, share. This is something for both you, other people who are patients, other people who are carers, other people who are family of a patient, and the medical profession themselves. I have a few members of the medical profession following me from my team. Thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.